against the Panthers, who will try to avoid becoming one-dimensional.
Larry, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Baltimore Ravens. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's carry number 1 for Kenneth Dixon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second. And 8. Eight yards to go here on second down. They stay on the ground with Dixon. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. In motion left is Perriman. Perriman in motion right. Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
37 yards on the punt with no return, and the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Here we go now.
Here's Petty. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. A dump off for Dixon. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. On first down, they go with Dixon. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Buck Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. The drive begins with a run by Dixon. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. Flacco fakes the give. Sets to throw. Man open left side. It's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Shift together here from the D-line. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaunt and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Dixon on the give from Flacco. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
On second down, Flacco to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Flacco. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Let's try it. Here's Flacco. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Panthers will get the football back. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. Take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, and he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Petty now. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Kamale Correa. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's the Panthers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Second down now after the pass completion. Flacco gives off to Dixon. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Flacco off play action. Caught left side, Williams. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 41-yard line.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Here's a toss coming right. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field and following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a play fake here on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Flacco from the gun. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Bortles going to throw. Drops it underneath to Dixon. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first. First down now, but that clock rolling. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the...
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And his throw is incomplete. Oh, Jeremy Maclin unable to reel that one in. And that'll bring up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Second and 10. Flacco once more. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. They'll run. It's Dixon. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Happy holidays, Larry. Your gift? Take the halftime show off, partner. We got some football to get to. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground, this time with Charles. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third down.
Could be a blitzer.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tyus Bowser in there to drop him. And he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Here's the Panthers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded at the 33. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Passing play, Flacco. That's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this the holiday season because here we are in
Season
December.
of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
All right, here we go. Green.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Now a handoff looking right. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. See if they stay on the ground for second down. The tight end changing his position. They'll hand it off. This is Charles. Room to run past midfield. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Incomplete on first down. Now Flacco on second. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. Flacco. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think he'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. Throwing here on first down. Flacco finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down. The give running right, Dixon. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Flacco. And this is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. Now Flacco. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time
positive.
we have to leave the booth.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tyus Bowser in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he's he's going to go down again. Chris Wormley in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll drop to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Back now in Baltimore. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now on 1st, Dixon again. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Fake to Allen. Here's Flacco. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Flacco. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ryan Anderson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught. He hits Macklin. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Give him 22 on that one. And that'll be good for a Baltimore 1st. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Dixon. And an alley to run. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Operating off play action. Flacco. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's caught. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Trying to pound it in with Dixon. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Flacco. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now they try the right side here. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll look to throw. Screen pass to Charles. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good game before he's taken down. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
They'll set up a throw. Wide open receiver complete. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys who's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years.
Okay, I was gone for a minute, but I'm back now. Sit the back down. Seem like everybody nowadays, Hollywood. Oh, it's like that now? I'ma show you how to act now. I'ma show 'em how to act. I'ma show you. I'ma show 'em how to act. Okay, now picture little Bobby, just a younger run around with his man in his hand, feeling